Catching up with Mark Schlereth, who will be in the booth this weekend for Fox, calling the Broncos and Rams. Mark, you've done a Rams game this year. What makes them so difficult to slow down on offense?
Well, I think there's a couple of different things. One, they give you a ton of different motions, ton of east-west motion, but they're really a downhill running football team. So they'll give you a lot of things to look at, get you to play on your heels, and then they'll just try to play smash mouth with you. The other thing in their passing game, they really do a great job of layering their route concepts. So they attack individuals in the passing game. They attack certain zones in the passing game. And they're good enough up front to not be afraid to go 5 one-on-ones and think they can lock you up so they can get all 5 receivers out in the pattern. So it really makes it tough. They make you make a decision. For instance, if you're a curl flat defender, you got to say, am I going to play with depth and try to take away the intermediate route, and they're going to dump it to Todd Gurley and have to rally up and make a tackle on him, or am I going to play shallow, try to take away Todd Gurley, and then they get you behind with the route behind you on the intermediate depth route. So they're really tough because their group up front is so good at locking you down.
It's Sean McVay calling the plays, of course, too. On the other side of the ball, there's so many stars on that defense, but the past couple of weeks, they've given up 31 points. Do you think this Broncos team will be able to run the ball against them?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're a very aggressive team, so they want to play the quarterback. They're going to play the pass on the way to the run. So they oftentimes get themselves on different levels. Their linebacking core, former safety type of guys that play linebacker. So they've got all kinds of speed, but they don't have a ton of size there. So if you can layer them, kind of break that picket fence, get on different levels, you have a chance to make some gaping runs. And Seattle really attacked them with Russell Wilson and the zone read stuff. So do you put that stuff in for this game plan? If you're the Broncos, they ran it once last week and busted it on a blocking assignment issue. So they have it in their arsenal. Will they break it out in this game?
We saw the Broncos the first couple of weeks along the offensive line, as you like to say, dispense some justice. Right. Not so much the last couple of weeks. What have you seen change up front?
Well, I think from a personnel standpoint, you lost Jake Butt. You got out of the 2 tight end formations. You got out of the 2 back formations. You've really played more spread. And I'll be honest with you, they're not good enough up front right now to be one-on-one across the board. They're just not. You have to protect them by condensing the formation. You have to protect them by running a little bit heavier personnel. So they need to get back to week 1 kind of personnel, 2 tights, 2 backs, and base your stuff out of that, in my opinion, to take some of the pressure off the offensive line that frankly, in Baltimore struggled. The Jets, they struggled. That's been a real issue.
The whole football world seems to think that this one's already been decided. Any way the Broncos can win this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to flip the script. I mean, you throw it 50 times, you're going to get boat raced. It's just the way it is. You run it 50 times or 45 times, you got a chance to stay in this game. You got to keep that offense off the field. They are very good. We'll see. Now, understand, both their wide receivers left, or 2 of their 3 starting wide receivers left with concussions last week. We don't know that they've been cleared yet, or they haven't been cleared as of this interview. So we'll see. That could really help the Broncos out from a coverage standpoint.
Mark, always appreciate your honesty. Thanks for your time, man.
My pleasure.